Hi guys, welcome to MacReddit, where tales are not just told, they come alive. As always today, I have brought a very intriguing Reddit story for you. The story revolves around a girl whose father and stepmom try to detain her, and her cousin helps her by calling her muscular, aggressive stepbrother and cousin who beat up the girl's father. I hope you will enjoy the story, and don't forget to show your love. Let's dive into it. AITA for turning a family argument into a massive situation where my cousin's stepbrother and cousin beat up my uncle. During a family dinner, my uncle Frank, 48, mistreated his daughter Clara, 18, from his ex-wife when she refused to do the dishes. After the dinner, she said she was leaving, but my uncle hid her shoes and phone and refused to let her go until she washed the dishes. I informed Clara's stepbrother and cousin about the situation. They intervened, retrieved Clara's shoes and phone by force, and also slapped my uncle before leaving. Now, my family says I am the AH for turning a family argument into an aggressive dispute. Background: I, 20-year-old male, come from a dysfunctional family. Almost all of my family members are strange, but my Uncle Frank is a raging narcissist, and he is the central character of this story. Yesterday, we had a small family gathering at Uncle Frank's house to celebrate my grandmother's birthday. My uncle and his second wife, Sarah, 47, have been mistreating my uncle's daughter from his previous marriage. I could go on and on explaining everything, but all you need to know is that Clara is innocent. They hate her for no reason. She is a cook working at a restaurant. During dinner, my uncle and his wife treated her like a servant. She cooked most of the food and also served it, and now they were pressuring her to clean up after the meal. Clara had asked her stepbrother Henry, 28-year-old male, to pick her up after the dinner, but my uncle was insisting that he wasn't going to let Clara leave until she washed all the dishes. Other cousins offered to help, but he insisted that since she made all the dishes, because she did all the cooking, she had to wash them. He then hid her shoes and phone so she couldn't leave. For the first time ever, my mother and other elders were standing up to my uncle and demanding that he let her go home, but he wasn't budging. An argument started, Clara started crying, and was just going to do the dishes, but I was like, nah, no way. I decided to help her, but I didn't know how. Then I got the idea. I knew Clara's stepbrother, Henry, was coming to pick her up. I decided to tell him. He is a nice muscular guy, and I have met him 2 or 3 times. But he is also known for being too aggressive. When he arrived, I went out to his car, and it turns out one of Clara's cousins from her mom's side was also there with him. They asked what was taking so long, and I informed them of the situation and let them in. As they entered the house, Clara's shoes and phone were returned immediately. I stayed outside, and I am not lying when they shouted. It was so loud that the windows were shaking. Her stepbrother and cousin also took a pair of my uncle's shoes, the TV remote, and a few other things just because they could. While leaving, Clara's cousin also slapped my uncle. There was silence all around, and there was no one who could stop or confront Clara's stepbrother and cousin. Now everyone is mad at me. My mother is saying I am an AH because they were trying to get the situation sorted, which is true, and I got Clara's maternal family involved, making things a million times worse now. Clara's older brother, who is also my uncle's son, but couldn't make it to the family feast, has completely disowned his father and is refusing to return a car and lawnmower he borrowed. My family is demanding that I apologize to my uncle and ensure his belongings are returned to him. I don't think I am an AH because it's his fault as he refused to let Clara go, but my sister told me to post here. So, am I the AH? OP is NTA, and if I were there, I should have called the cops when OP's uncle hid his daughter's belongings and was trying to detain her. It is insane. What do the MacReddit fans think? Is the OP an AH or not? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like the stories I brought you, just hit the like button, share them as much as you can, and don't forget to subscribe to MacReddit for a daily dose. Bye bye, see you tomorrow with some more spicy fries.